The world of football held its breath. Lionel Messi, the quiet genius from Rosario, was at a crossroads. His heart, forever entwined with the blue and garnet of Barcelona, had been through a painful separation. Paris had offered a different stage, a new challenge, but it never truly felt like home. The whispers grew louder. A return to Barcelona? A colossal offer from Saudi Arabia? The possibilities seemed endless, each one a different chapter in the final act of an unparalleled career. He had conquered Europe. He had lifted the World Cup for Argentina. What was left for the man who had everything? He sought something different. Not just a club, but a project. Not just a salary, but a life. He looked towards the west, across the Atlantic. A young club in a vibrant city dreamed big. Inter Miami, a club co-owned by another football icon, David Beckham, was struggling. They were a team with ambition but without a true North Star. The idea seemed almost fanciful, a whisper in the wind. Could Messi, the greatest player of his generation, truly trade the hallowed grounds of the Camp Nou and the Parc des Princes for the humid air of South Florida? The decision, when it came, was a shockwave. Messi chose Miami. He chose the Major League Soccer. It was a statement. The stage was set for something truly special. The news spread like wildfire. Miami, a city already pulsating with energy and color, was about to welcome a king. The anticipation was a tangible thing, a current running through the streets. Little Havana South Beach murals of Messi, clad in the unfamiliar pink of Inter Miami, began to appear on walls overnight. They were vibrant, hopeful works of art, a city painting its dreams onto its own skin. Fans, both old and new, flocked to the club shop. Pink jerseys with Messi 10 on the back became the most sought-after item in the city, selling out almost as quickly as they were stocked. His official presentation was more than just a press conference, it was a coronation. A storm delayed the event, the heavens themselves seeming to hold their breath. But when the rain subsided, thousands of fans who had waited patiently erupted. They filled the DRV PNK Stadium, their voices a single thunderous roar of welcome. They chanted his name. Messi! 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 It was a sound that echoed the passion of Barcelona and Buenos Aires, now finding a new home in Fort Lauderdale. He walked onto the pitch with his family, a shy smile on his face, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the emotion. He was no longer just a player, he was a symbol of hope. The city embraced him and his family completely. Miami was no longer just a party city, it was a football city, and it was all painted in a brilliant, hopeful shade of pink. The night was July 21st, 2023. Inter Miami Cruz Azul in the League's Cup. The world was watching. Every eye was on the bench, waiting for a glimpse of the master. The game was tight, a tense affair locked in a goalless struggle. Then in the 54th minute, the moment arrived. The fourth official's board went up. The number 10 glowed in green. A wave of sound washed over the stadium. Lionel Messi stepped onto an American pitch as an Inter Miami player for the very first time. The air crackled with electricity. History was unfolding with every step he took. A touch here, a simple pass there. He was feeling the game, probing the opposition's defense. With him on the pitch, everything felt different. 94 minutes on the clock. The game in its dying embers. Inter Miami won a free kick, central, about 25 yards out, Messi territory. The stadium fell into a hushed silence. He placed the ball carefully. He took a few steps back. He took a deep breath. His left foot whipped through the ball. A perfect arc, poetry in motion. It nestled in the top corner. Pandemonium. That debut goal was not an isolated moment of brilliance. It was the start of a legendary run. Before Messi, Inter Miami were at the bottom of the table, struggling for identity and wins. After Messi, they were transformed. The League's Cup became his personal playground. Liga MX brought passionate fans and fierce competition. He played with a freedom and joy that had been missing in Paris. He became the conductor of an orchestra, playing beautiful football. He wasn't just scoring goals, he was making everyone around him better, inspiring them to reach new heights. Game after game, he delivered magic. He struck a stunning long-range goal into the top corner. He mesmerized defenders with close-control dribbles. His through balls were perfectly weighted, leading to finishes. He scored in every single match, 10 goals in 7 games. He linked up with his old Barcelona teammate, Sergio Busquets. He formed an immediate connection with striker Josef Martinez. Young Robert Taylor celebrated alongside Messi, energized by his presence. The team played with swagger, confidence flowing from their number 10. The final against Nashville SC was tense and hard-fought. Messi created space and orchestrated the attack in the final. He unleashed an unstoppable top-corner goal. The goalkeeper was too late. Nashville equalized, and the match went to penalties. Drake Calendar's penalty save secured the victory. In just over a month, Messi had led Inter Miami to their first trophy, lifting the league's cup. The impact of Lionel Messi's arrival extended far beyond the white lines of the football pitch. It triggered an economic and cultural phenomenon unlike anything American soccer had ever witnessed. It was dubbed Messi Mania, and it was a force of nature. Ticket prices for Inter Miami games, both at home and on the road, skyrocketed. What were once easily attainable seats became the hottest tickets in the country. Stadiums across the nation sold out in minutes whenever Inter Miami was scheduled to visit. The demand for merchandise reached unprecedented levels. The club's iconic pink jersey with Messi 10 on the back became a global bestseller. The online store for Major League Soccer struggled to keep up with the flood of orders from all corners of the globe. Apple TV, the league's broadcast partner, saw a massive surge in subscriptions for its MLS season pass. People weren't just subscribing to watch Inter Miami, they were subscribing to watch Messi. He single-handedly brought a global audience to a league that had long fought for international attention. His presence was a marketing dream come true. Bars, restaurants in the vicinity of the stadium were packed on match days. New businesses popped up, catering to the influx of fans and tourists. The Inter Miami brand became synonymous with the city itself, a symbol of its international flair and ambition. The club's social media following exploded, gaining millions of followers in a matter of days. Messi's every move was news, driving engagement and creating a constant buzz that kept the club and the league in the global spotlight. This was more than the Beckham effect of a decade earlier. This was on a completely different scale. Beckham had opened the door for global stars in MLS. Messi blew the door off its hinges. He was not just an employee of Inter Miami or MLS, he was its greatest ambassador, a one-man economic stimulus package who was changing the financial landscape of the sport in North America. When the final chapter of Lionel Messi's time at Inter Miami is written, it will be measured in more than just goals, assists, trophies. His legacy will be etched into the very fabric of the club and the fabric of soccer in the United States. He will be remembered as the catalyst who transformed a struggling team into a champion, transformed a fledgling club into a global brand. He gave Inter Miami an identity. He put the club on the world map. His legacy will be seen in the players he inspired. Young teammates who trained and played alongside him will carry those lessons. They will speak of his humility, his work ethic,
his quiet leadership.
The standards of excellence he set will become the new benchmark. The winning culture he instilled will be the foundation for future success. For Major League Soccer, Messi's era is the defining before and after moment. He shattered the perception of the league as a retirement home. He proved it could be a destination for the world's best. His time in the US marked the league's arrival on the global stage. The surge in viewership, sponsorships, and overall interest provided a monumental boost. Ultimately, Messi's legacy at Inter Miami is transformation and joy. He did it his way, with a smile on his face and his family by his side. Lionel Messi did not just play for Inter Miami, he changed it, and American soccer forever.